I see a lot of people that are my age, 18, 20, 21, 22, even younger, who are always depressed, right? They just don't have motivation for anything, right? No matter what they do, they're kind of just tired all the time, or, like, they might not be depressed, but just slightly negative at all times, right? Slightly bored at all times, slightly, tired, lethargic at all times, right? And people say it's because, you should hop on antidepressants, or like, you should, seek therapy or consultation or whatever. I don't think that's the truth, right? And I have a theory that's worked for me and probably works for every single human, almost every single human, right? Now, this advice, whatever, won't really work if you're like, your mom died, right? That's proper sadness, right? But for that kind of like, you're always at like minus 20% of what you could be, or minus 30%. It really comes down to the fact that we're living like not how we're meant to be living, right? For example, say you wake up, you go on your phone, and then you eat cereal, and then you go downstairs to your basement, you play video games, right, until like, afternoon, whatever. You go upstairs, you talk to your mom, blah, 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 eat whatever, pizza, come back downstairs, smoke weed or drink alcohol, and sleep, right? That's like a fun day, right? You're eating pizza, eating, yummy food, you're unwinding with alcohol and weed, you're, sitting in your basement all day not doing anything. But however, that's not how a normal human should be living, right? You're supposed to be seeing sunlight, you're supposed to be talking to people. In my opinion, I think for you to become healthy and happy, you have to like unlock the basics, right? For example, say, let's use that example, right? You're not hitting your daily requirements of steps, sunlight, social interaction. Once you level up your life and live like a normal human, eating all your micronutrients, all your, vitamins, all your minerals, then you hit your protein goals, you go outside, you exercise, you talk to people, you see sunlight, you get vitamin D. After all these things, right, that's when your body can unlock like the step one of feeling good, right? That's when your mind becomes clear, when your body becomes healthy. That's when all the kind of, all that like brain fog, right, or all that unmotivation, that tiredness goes away, right? A lot of research to back this up. Let's say vitamin D, zinc, magnesium, B vitamins, and something else. They make up your testosterone, right? So say you don't eat any of them, right? You only eat cereal. Your testosterone would be lacking, right? And if your testosterone is lacking, your motivation might lack, right? Or that kind of feeling of like, being strong and able, that lacks, right? If you don't go outside and get your steps, right, your body kind of becomes like this weak, like, no cardio, like you don't see sunlight, that makes you weak, right? If you don't see your friends, you don't talk to family, you don't talk to interact with people, right? That also makes you weak, right? Mentally weak. You're socially unable to just hold a conversation. Imagine the stress that'll put on you, right? Another example, right? Let's say exercise, right? That helps your, your brain, it helps your muscles, it helps you clear your mind. All these basic habits are the first level to become happy, right? Now after that, which I'm not there yet, right? But after that, you start worrying about like stuff that is deeper, right? Relationships, your purpose, what you do in your day-to-day life, these kind of like mental things, right? But I'm not there yet, so I can't really give you guys advice on, like finding my purpose or anything. But for now, for today, my actionable step is for you to start living like what a normal human should live like, right? Go outside, see the sun. Look how beautiful the sun is, right? The weather's nice. What's not to love about this, right? Start talking to friends. Go outside, meet new people, talk to people. Some of my, best moments have been from like interacting with people, I would have been interacted with, right? Approaching people, saying, hey, how was your day? You start a conversation, you make new connections, you make new friends. That's been my happiest moments, right? Being able to like, climb up, hike with my friends, right? That's made me very happy, right? So, as an actionable step, again, live like a normal human, go outside more, talk to more people, eat healthy, eat how a human should be eating, like, do all these basic habits, and then you'll see the greatest change in your life, right? You'll start to see, these like big jumps, big improvements, and confidence in everything, right? So you don't need antidepressants, you're not, genetically tired or genetically just worse than everybody. Your body's 100% fine. It's just like you aren't treating it like it's your body, right? You're kind of just throwing garbage in it, treating it like it's worthless, and right. So yeah. So promise me and comment down below your next steps, what you're gonna do to improve, how you're gonna improve, and yeah, see you in the next one.